What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I am Lonnie from Flight Sim Gaming. What's going on? It's Mr. Sam Guilford. Hello, hello. Down in your ends, or at your ends. You know what I mean? We're in Tampa. We're not in Jacksonville, but you know, same shit. Beautiful weather, palm trees, lovely. Going on, Rusho? Appreciate you tuning in. Welcome. Tuesday evening live stream. We are flying with American today in the PMDG 737-800. We're flying from Tampa over to Washington National, so DCA. We're going to be, so far we're planned up for the river visual, but we got to see what happens. A little bit of ATC online, not much going on in Tampa. We have, I think Miami Center's online. It's kind of weird. They want us to tune to them on departure, but I'm not even in their airspace. We're going to do it anyways. We got a message from, we got an ACARS message from VATSIM, so we'll do what we got to do. This flight's about an hour and 45 minutes long. It's not, not overly a long flight. We're not doing a return leg into Tampa. We're going to be doing just the one leg. By the time the stream's done, it'll probably be about 10 p.m. or so. So we're just going to be doing one leg today. We'll be back at it on Thursday, but we're not doing live time either. It's difficult to fly in the nighttime, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Don't really feel like flying in the nighttime right now because such a beautiful approach coming into DC. You know, it's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful approaches probably flying in North America for sure. It's low visibility. It's not low visibility. It's low altitudes. You're doing a river visual, so you're following the river in. And then there's some restricted airspaces up and around the airport, so you can't fly over them. Otherwise, you get shot down. I used to live in Tampa, actually, before I moved to Jacksonville. Yes, I do remember you saying that. You were saying it was really expensive or something. I've been to Tampa before. I had an ex-girlfriend that had family that had a condo out here. I don't know why I'm tripping out right now. This guy's clearly contacted the wrong person. I understand I got to contact 32 too. What's going on, Tall? I appreciate you tuning in. How's the new mic? No, I can't yell it. There's still some... It still cuts out. I don't know what it is. I probably got to fine-tune some settings. I picked up a new mic, so Fi-Fine's got a big sale, and actually the mic sounds pretty good, I gotta say. How does the mic sound? Did you get a new mic or something? I definitely did, yes. I picked up a Fi-Fine mic on Amazon. Super cheap. I'm looking for something with better sound. Got rid of the old one. And there's some fine-tuning things I got to do with it. I can't, for whatever reason, my mic clips. So whenever I yell peace at the end of my videos, the mic clips. Got to see why that's doing that. I can't figure that out. So we'll have to play with some adjustments. I literally just got it when I came home. I plugged it in and just turned the mic on, and this is basically how it sounds right out of the box. Got to say, with the old filters that I have. So, you know, if the mic cuts out, if there's any issues, I do apologize. It is brand new, but it should work. It should work. Anyways, I'm not sure why I got a message there. So ACARS, it already says here, we are cleared over to DCA on the Baypo 2 departure, Camjo transition. Initial climb, sorry, it says our cruising altitude is 370, our filed altitude, flight level 370, squawk 1376. We got a climb, maintain 6,000, expect 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 32.2. Push at your discretion, contact ground with ATIS for taxi. So, pretty well lit. Sounds great, appreciate you. Thank you. Nice and clear. It's really expensive anywhere in hurricane zone. Housing prices doubled because of the extra costs associated with hurricanes. Absolutely. I remember when they bought the condo as well back in. I don't know when they bought it. I think it was... I went out here in 2011. So 2011, I think they just bought it maybe like a couple years before that for like 80 grand. Penthouse too. Richie Rich, let me tell you. We stayed in St. Petersburg. So it's actually the only airport that I've ever flew into was Tampa. Let's go ahead and we'll get things going here. Let's go ahead and call up GSX. Let's go ahead and request a boarding. And everything else we will do here. So come over to the FMC, pause in it. Reference airport. We are Tampa International. I think we're at gate 772. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I don't know where the signs are here. Gate 80. 80. Not in database. What if I try Gate 80? Not in database. Perfect. Come over to page number 2. GPS left. We'll take it and we'll plug it. Come over to the route tab here, and we're going Tampa over to DCA.
Do you want to board crew? Pilot's boarding starting.
Should be a fun flight. Flight number, we're American Airlines 1733. Real old flight, by the way. And flight plan request. I wanted to fly American. Got to do this. How can we forget? Come over to the electronic flight bag. You always got to request the data. Once you do that, you're good to go. There it is. Set fuel, set payload. The winds are relatively calm too, so we're going to be departing off of 01 left. I think the winds are 310 at 5 or 330 at 5. Fantastic, ladies and gents. Fantastic. Yeah, this mic, like I said, so I think the mic was $70 with a $35 coupon. You get a mixer amp, the Fi-Fine mixer amp, or whatever you... Not the mixer amp. They call it a stream mixer or something. I paid like $50 for that. I think it was like $132 with delivery, with some discounts. And, you know, comparing this mic to other mics in the market, I mean, gotta say, it's definitely up there with quality. Rougeau actually has this mic, and he actually recommended it, so I was kind of watching to see the price coming down, so which the price finally did. Because I think it was like $90 or $100 prior to. So we're on the BeyondATC 2. With the Camjo transition out of 01 left, we'll execute that. Coming into DCA. American Eagle has a flight from Jacksonville to Washington National in their E-175. I would do it. I was gonna... Originally, I was thinking of doing a flight into DCA with the E-Jets. It's just... You know, with the how the waypoints get plugged in and how the autopilot kind of follows, I thought it would get super misty, so I've decided not to. And you'll kind of see how the waypoints kind of play out here. We're going to be on the CAPS 3. Let me see the transition here. Waves transition, and we'll do it's an RNAV approach that we're going to be doing. I think we're going to be doing the RNAV. Sorry, I got the wrong charts up here. I think I'm going to do the RNAV Zulu. That's pretty much the average one that comes in. There is no river visual that you can just plug in. So we'll do the RNAV Zulu for runway 19. We'll execute that. Move to the legs tab. We'll load up, or we'll request the performance in it. And we'll get that all bugged in here. And while we're doing that, come up to the performance tool here, and we'll plug in all of this info. 01 left, import from aircraft, import weather, calculate. There's our speeds. And let's go ahead and execute that. Beautiful. And we're cruising up to, I think, flight level 370. So we'll get that plugged in. N1 limit. So cell is going to be 45, and with a trim of 5.2 and takeoff 1 rating. Beautiful. Takeoff 1. Come over to the takeoff tab here, and it's flaps 5. 5.2 on the trim. There's a 37, 38, and 44 on the V speeds. Beautiful. Parking brake coming on, and we're going 5.2 on the trim. How's the weather in Ontario today? Still chilly, or your normal temperature for winter? It's got freezing again. It became freezing again. Sorry, my English is not good today. I apologize. It's currently snowing. What's going on, Gerald? Hello, hello. It's currently snowing since I've been home at about 5:45, about 2 hours ago. We probably got about 5 centimeters on the ground. So it's coming down. It's actually like the first real big snowfall happening currently. I don't know how many centimeters we're supposed to get. We're probably going to get what looks like to be at least 10 centimeters. So 32.2. It's been warm the last little while, and then all of a sudden,
changing my CDD button.
it all of a sudden just became really chilly. We got the squawking here of 1376.
American 875, radar contact about 100 miles south of Bimini VOR. Welcome aboard. Maintain level 340.
That's hella loud. I apologize.
American 875, I'm having odd altitude for you here in a couple of miles. Would you prefer level 350 or 330?
Continue on here with the FCP. Flight director's coming on. I think it was 140.
American 875, thanks. You can go
144.
maintain, climb and maintain level 350.
We're actually going to turn that down. We don't really need him until we start taxiing. QNH 3010.
793, clear direct jets, just to maintain 3000.
And Minister, so
We're gonna set a couple things here.
Whiskey 5, let's quit back to the Charlie airside for you.
Runway heading, I believe, is going to be
Just to maintain 3000.
030. 007 is going to be runway heading.
Southwest 2274, welcome to Tampa, taxi Whiskey Bravo, Bravo 1 to the ramp. Good night.
Alright, Whiskey Bravo, Bravo 1 to the ramp for Southwest 224. Good night.
And then at 540 feet, we're going to make a left turn to heading 003. Come upstairs, we'll get the rest of the other stuff on. Window heats can come on. We'll get these guys on. 37,000.
American
Center
205, North
1468,
North Jackson are
one,
offline.
11,000
Change
to
advisory, you have a free. Have a good flight, see you.
What's advisory, American 205? Thanks, yeah.
Aircraft taxiing behind us. Can't hear shit. Missed the snow. I missed the snow one winter. I drove north from Jacksonville until I got to the snow line just to see what it looked like. Got to about Kentucky before I saw snow.
1468, Miami Center, good evening. Climate
I mean,
level
you got to see snow last week.
320, American 1468.
You guys can have all of it, man. If you want to see snow, just wish for it to just fall into Florida, and you know we'll take a little bit of sunshine up here. Cleared up to 6,000 on the initial climb. We're almost boarded up here. APU gens coming on. APU bleed coming on. We'll get this guy on. These guys can come on. Keep having to clear my throat. We're going to release this. We're going to release that.
Georgia 793, cross jet, center maintain 3000, clear the RNAV, runway 9 approach into Key West.
I think boarding is complete. One more passenger. Boarding is now complete. Let's go ahead and close up these guys. Hopefully these doors close this time.
Afternoon, Miami Center, United 708 is currently flying over Tampa Bay. I meant to call you earlier, but I was having radio problems. Currently flying at flight level 12.
So what do we got here? Push and start at our discretion. Contact ground 32-2 with ATIS for taxi. So we can come up to GSX here, and we'll prepare for push. And look at that. We're 21 minutes in the live stream, and we're already pushing back. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. If you haven't done so, smash down that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you have not. I've been to Montreal in the winter, and it was 4 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the coldest I've ever experienced. 4 degrees Fahrenheit. That's got to be probably like minus 15-ish, maybe minus 20, I think.
United 708, are you
That's
IFR or
cold.
VFR?
Montreal gets cold. Montreal sees a lot of snow.
708 is VFR.
United 708, squawk 7415.
Squawk 7415.
Funny thing is, I hear the aircraft, and they seem so close.
VFR out of below 2,500 while inside the Tampa class.
They sound so close, but I don't see
the
them.
Tampa class Bravo airspace.
Out of 217, checking in 16,000.
Locking gear.
217.
Agent Pazzi, yo, I am new, but I like the video and subscribe to your channel. Stay on my grind, my boy. Stay on the grind, my boy. I appreciate you, Agent Pazzi.
Good evening, Vision Jet 242.
Welcome.
Kilo crossing 10,000, climbing 16,000.
Number 242 Oscar Kilo, Miami Center, Clementine, level 230. Good evening.
Looks like we got Washington Center online as well, so we'll get some good ATC on this evening's live stream. Hopefully I don't get yelled at, too. It's always the goal. The goal is to not get yelled at.
708, I believe I heard you. Squawk 070.
Quick edit pushback. Let's have a look.
Squawk 7415.
Squawk 7415, United 708.
Yeah, it's 708. You're cleared into the Tampa class Bravo airspace. Inside the Bravo, maintain VFR at or below 2,500.
Copy 708.
Need the full readback, please.
Yep.
Say again, please. You're breaking up a little bit. 708.
United 708, I need the full readback on this, please. You're cleared into the Tampa class Bravo airspace.
Parking brake's coming off.
Maintain VFR at or below 2,500.
This guy seems annoyed.
While inside
Engine number
Bravo.
2, over the ground.
Clear to Tampa, maintain.
Are we flying an American airline Boeing 737 MAX? It's the 800.
Below 4,500, I believe you said.
2,500 inside the Bravo airspace.
I apologize. I don't have the best memory.
It's all good. Everybody's, everybody's at a different level when it comes to flying on VATSIM.
Yeah, it's 708. Your radar contact 20 miles west of Tampa. And fly direct.
Miami Center, hello, 7642
Jacksonville
Charlie.
gets more cold weather than
12 miles
Tampa, being
south of
farther
Daytona
north than
Beach.
Tampa. My first
On the Captain
frost ever was
pre-arrival,
when I moved to
passing through
Jacksonville.
level 300.
To be honest with you, I didn't even realize you guys
Yeah,
got that up there.
708, fly direct Tampa. Enter a.
Another thing I didn't even know,
left
Georgia
base.
gets snow. No fucking idea.
Yeah. Let's do this. Enter a left downwind for runway 1 left.
Engine number 1.
Left downwind, runway 01 left.
Number 7642 Charlie, Miami Center. Your radar contact position as reported. Welcome.
Ready for a 20% N2. Get it.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake's coming
Unlocking
on.
gear.
Got to figure out how to set up my mic so that the yoke doesn't hit anything.
Brickyard 4905, contact Miami approach 119.45. Bye-bye.
Waiting for that to flip over. Beautiful. Get these guys on. Probe heats coming on, and our
762
packs
Charlie,
are
pilot discretion descent via the captain. 3 arrival.
turning it on. Turned on. APU
Richmond,
bleed coming off. APU
Lottie
master switch
altimeter
coming off. We'll get
3007.
these guys over.
Tow truck disconnected.
Taxi lights coming on.
Bypass pin removed.
Pilot discretion, Captain 3 arrival down to Pompano.
Left is clear.
764
Right is
Charlie.
clear.
Laps 5.
Good evening, Chiplet 447 with you, climbing 15,000 for 16,000 direct Gator.
Shipley 457 Miami Center, Clementine, level 360. Good evening.
Up to 360, good evening.
Laps 5 indicated.
All right, it's
LNAV,
708.
VNAV, alarm those
Advice
guys.
for you, but,
I'll call them up,
I would
ready for
really try
taxi.
to learn the
ATIS
airspace,
is coming out
make
of
sure you have
Tampa.
charts on board when you're flying on the Nepasan
Departure,
network.
Echo.
Just maybe watch some YouTube videos. Try to get more familiar there with the airspaces and things like that. It'll help you out a ton.
Oh, that's nice.
Copy 708. Yeah, I'm used to flying private aircraft. So I'm taking a class right now, so I'm just trying to get used to talking ATC and everything in the 737 I just purchased.
Miami Center, American 1733 with Echo, ready for taxi, runway 01 left in Tampa.
American 1753, Miami Center, runway 1 left, taxi via Victor 3, Whiskey, the Ted altimeter tree 010.
Taxi to the 01 left, Victor 3 to Whiskey, the altimeter is 3010, American 1733.
Wachiana.
I don't even know where Victor 3 is here, so I gotta pull these charts.
No further ATC services available.
Right ahead of
Have a good
us.
flight. Bye-bye.
All right, taxi clearance. Let's get it. Parking brake coming off. Recall check is all good. Let's get on out of here,
Wachiana
friends.
203, frequency change to advisory is approved. Have a good flight. Bye-bye. See you. See ya.
Beauty. Is Tampa Tower not online? No, we have Miami Center, which is weird. He doesn't control Tampa, but he is controlling Tampa. And that's about it. Once we get up to Washington, we'll get a little bit more ATC. Struggling to breathe here. Here's Victor 3.
93, the winds at Key West, tree 60 at 5, runway 9er, clear to land.
Key West. What's going on, Sim CFI? Hope all is well, brother.
Runway 9er, clear to land.
I mean, is anybody on the ground with us? Negative. The last time we've been to Tampa on the channel, I think we were flying ATRs, man. It was back in 23, I think. Tampa's one of those cities, I think, where the majority of Canadians go to in the wintertime. And if it's not Tampa, I think it's Naples or Orlando, obviously with Disney. All right, on departure. Heading 007, 540 feet above the runway. We're making a left turn heading 003.
Sorry, last
And then
call,
radar
take off,
vector is the
final.
First waypoint. He'll probably give us direct... Probably direct to Finky.
7934, Miami Center, Roger, squawk 464656.
Most importantly, hopefully I don't fuck up the approach in the DCA. I've been practicing it the last couple days. Trying to find my rhythm. Disney World put Florida on the map. If it wasn't for that, I would just, it would just be another southern state. No, man, come on. Miami, bro. Planning for the river visual. Planning.
3150, leave my space to the north, check. Seville Center is offline. Frequency change to advisories approved. Have a good flight.
I've never flown on VATSIM into DCA, so if I get the river visual, I'm sure I'm probably going to be told to do some things that I'm probably going to fuck up.
Sorry, TCA 7934, what's the call sign?
Try wing 7924.
Try 17934.
Dip for that
thank
step
you.
1,
Able
follow the
device
river.
to
Step
arrival
2,
on
start at
tonight.
800 feet per minute. Descend from 3,000 feet, 10 nautical
we
miles
like
away.
that wrong
Works
way
every
nine.
time. I figured out,
you'll most
once you
likely
hit
be assigned
Derek,
runway
I think
9.
Derek,
Will be assigned to you by
you got to
Miami
be at
approach.
2,000 feet. From there, I start
but
descending
for
at about
now,
800 feet per
You're
minute.
clear to Miami via
I get fully
direct
configured by
device.
Derek.
That's India, Charlie, Echo. And, the
And then I don't really fly. I do fly the river visual. Sorry, I do fly the river, but I'm not.
No problem. Try 17934.
I make a little my own little adjustment. You know what I mean? So I find that flying this aircraft, using the flight director's on an approach like that just doesn't work well. So I figured out where I need to be, watched a couple actual real live
Roger, 4905,
landings,
Miami
see where the aircrafts are turning. Did he call me? I don't think he called me. But if you, SimCFI, if you can confirm, are you fully configured by Derek? I think it says 180 max on the speed, but I usually get fully configured. You gonna buy that $9.4 million mansion that used to be one of Drake's mansions in the Miami Beach area? Yeah, eventually. I'm working on it. Yeah, it's a 3-degree glide, so 3,000 feet, 10 nautical miles, 5 miles, 1,500 feet.
Runway 1 left, please.
Fly straight into 01 left, 708.
Sorry, I thought he was talking to me. But now you can fly RNAV Yankee 19.
Fly runway heading, runway 1 left, clear for takeoff.
Sorry, was that for American 1733?
American 1733, affirmative. Fly runway heading, runway 1 left, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading 1 left, clear for takeoff, 1733. Alright, let's get it, friends. Runway heading clear for takeoff. Got you. I picked the RNAV Zulu, I think, for runway 19.
Frontier flight 202, Miami Center, good evening, climb maintain, level 220.
And we're going up to 40%. Let's get on out of here, friends. Go, go. knots. 80 knots, we're neutral. E1 and rotate. Positive rate of climb. Here we're going up.
1019, that's approved for back.
And we're heading mode.
Agent 1970, clearance available, advisory to copy.
Ready to copy, Legion.
Pitching down.
Agent 1970, you're cleared to Punta Gorda via radar vectors Carnew, direct Carter, direct Fort Myers, CERs, WVOR. On departure, maintain 3000, expect flight level 180.
Laps 1.
10 minutes after departure. And departure, that's direct with Squawk 00.
That one is the RNP, not sure if 37 can do it and RJ can't, I know that much.
Clear to Punta Gorda via radar vectors Carnew and Carter, and SW.
And flaps up.
Departure on this frequency, and that's Squawk 0067.
Agent 1970, read back correct, advisor to for taxi, expect 9er for departure.
Expect 9 for departure, Legion.
In Miami Center, American 1733, heading 007, climbing 3000 for 6.
American 1733, radar contact, clear direct Baypo, climb maintain 12,000.
Clear direct Baypo, climb maintain 12,000, American 1733. Pitcher up here, autopilot coming on, and we are clear direct Baypo. Let's get that going. Execute. And bring you guys back upstairs here.
Miami Center ident.
Go up to 12,000. Beautiful. Get those guys back up there. Good stuff.
United 708 is...
That one is RMP, not sure if 37 can do it, so...
Tampa.
It is an RMP, yes. I kind of just use the waypoints. Are you saying use you're saying use the Yankee approach.
Yeah, it's 708, the wind, variable at 5, runway 1 left, clear to
So
land.
use RNAV, yeah, RNAV Yankee. Okay, I'm gonna plug
Clear to
that
land,
in.
United
Are
708.
you using the ACU season, the ACU season pictures
hello.
look like they're still stuck in
Fairway
bubble? Yes.
541, level 200, pneumatic 5 arrival.
We are using ACU
And
season.
approaching Ahoy.
Springs 541, Miami Center, have they right down?
The PMDG may be able to do the RMP, not sure. It's okay. I've been practicing the, to be honest with you, I wasn't sure which one to pick. I just picked one and just was practicing just the approach itself. It's relatively all the same, but I don't know if the aircraft will fly it. I'm not going to chance it. I'll just take it from Derek and make the best of it, make the best of it. It's all about making mistakes and learning from it.
1733 Jackson are offline, frequency change to advisors approved, have a good flight, bye-bye.
Over to Unicom, American 1733, thanks a lot.
American 460, radar contact 3.
Over to Unicom, we're going up 37,000. And we'll get all of our lights off. I don't know what else do I gotta turn off here. These guys are good. Good shit. Good shit. Are you saying turn the ACU season off? I can do that. Yeah, you can do autopilot and flight director off nothing in the BICS. And it still works. I find the Parkway visual on LGA is a lot harder. Probably is. Does your company, I think you've already answered this question. Your company allows you to fly Parkway visual? I attempted the Parkway visual one time in the E-Jets. Didn't work out. I'll be honest, didn't work out. Box. Okay. We'll see. Maybe I'll try it. Any more flights planned in Europe? I really enjoyed last stream with the Ryanair 737. Hey, man, appreciate you. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to mix it up. We'll do, like, I don't know, we'll say, like, week to week. We'll mix it up. I plan to at least fly in North America every other week. The following week, if we're not flying in North America, I'll probably mix it up. We'll do majority probably European flights, but I'll mix it up, maybe flying in Africa, maybe flying in Asia, whatever the case is, you know what I mean? We'll mix it up a little bit. Got you. It's okay, man. Don't worry. We're gonna fly this. We're gonna fly this river visual together. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope all is well with everybody. Kicking off doing, Tuesday evening live streams. We're going to move on to Thursdays as well. Thursdays we're flying into Ottawa. So we're doing Winnipeg to Ottawa. We're going to stay in the 800 and the PMDG 737-800. And then Friday we're doing a long haul. We're doing Halifax to Anchorage in the 777 freighter with, I think it's Atlas Air. We're going to start that stream probably at like 10 a.m. It's going to be a long one. Excited for that one, for sure. For sure. This is the one thing I don't like about ACU season. You can see the fall terrain, and then you can see, like, the shitty Asobo green scenery. Not a fan that how it draws that line, you know what I'm saying? Not a big fan of that. Cape Town to Joburg. Joburg to Cape Town would be cool to see. That's a short 45-minute. Yes, a lot of options, too, for that flight. You could do E-Jets. You could do anything in the A320. I don't think you could do a 777. You might be able to. You've mentioned that one already to me. I think we'll probably have to get there. I got both sceneries. So we got to make it happen. Gotta make it happen. Let me get some tunes on here. By the way, I picked up a new mic. How is the sound? Does it sound good? Sound bad? Thumbs up for good. Maybe, what's that mean? Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. You know? Passing through 18,000. Standard pressure is set. God, I wish I was out here. I wish I was out here living in the warmth. All right, we're flying up, ladies and gents. I'll be right back. You know what time it is? Gonna grab a quick beverage. Thumbs up from Sam Guilford. I appreciate you. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You know what's cool about this mic and this soundboard? I can change my voice. Wouldn't that be fucking freaky? Let's play with it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't even... So I can't hear myself? You guys let me know what I sound like.
Let me know when it comes back to normal, because I have no idea. No idea. What do I sound like? Apparently you can go like a deep voice, a high-pitched voice, a girl voice. I don't know.
What about now? Did I break it?
Before start. Oh, there's 6 of them? I don't know what to do.
Okay, I think I hold it. Is my voice back now? I think it's back now. I think there's 6 different voices that you can change. It's back again? Alright. I haven't had a chance to play with it. Highly recommend the mic too. Fine. The quality out of this mic. Some people were doing a review with this mic in the Shure MVs, MSV, something. And it's in XLR. It's like it's really close to being the same. It's really close. Really close. The only thing I gotta get used to, I don't have a... There's no mute on the mic like my last one. I gotta actually hit the switch. How much CAD? Hold on. Feel better now. How much CAD? Okay. Out the gate, Talal. Stand by. Stand by. So I bought the, you get the mic. It comes with a USB cable. It is XLR compatible, but you don't get the cable with it, okay? So, with delivery, tax in $155. And you get the mic is on sale for $72. It's 32% off. The mixer for it is 25% off. at 53 bucks, and then the cable's like 10 bucks. So 150 bucks, and it's decent. Is it one of those mics where you have to ask for price if you already can't afford it? What do you mean? Yeah, it's really good, man. Highly recommend, highly recommend. Should consider it, man. It's called Fifine XLR. A lot of people have it. I'm pretty sure... I don't know if you guys were watching any of the... what was the... World Flight stuff? You guys are watching Captain Canada? I believe this is the mic that Maverick had at his house. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that one, but I think Captain had asked what kind of mic was that, and I think he said it was a Fifine mic. It sounded really good. It's honestly the best budget mic out right now. A couple things I want to look at here. All right. That's the one, the AM8T. T as in Tango. We already have one of their audio mixers, so I think it should integrate well. Probably. It's... I don't even know what the audio... what the actual model of it is. It's 5... Hold on, I can actually tell you. You should use that voice changer when you get a phone call at your job. That'd be crazy. I don't typically get to use the phone a lot at work. It's the Fifine Gaming PC audio mixer. It's the... Hold on. The model is the SC3. Rougeau, what mixer did you get? You didn't... So you got the Fifine mic, but you opted for a different mixer. I think you got a Maono or something? Moano? Moana? I'll play with them after. I'll figure out which... There's 6 different voice changers on it. I'll see which one's which, and then mix it up. Maono, got you. It's kind of weird. There's a 48-volt button on the mixer that everybody that reviewed the mixer said don't touch. I'm fucking tempted to touch it. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm tempted to touch it. You know, like when your parents tell you don't touch that, and you're just like, you have to, you have to touch it. I was one of those kids where my mom loved candles. I'd always touch the fucking candle. She'd be like, she'd call me Daniel, not Lonnie. So Daniel's my middle name, but she'd call me Daniel. She's like, Daniel, don't touch the candle. And there I am touching the fucking candle. Don't touch the candle. I'm that guy. Do people normally call ahead about when something is wrong with their car, so you know what you're getting into, or they just show up and tell you? So we have an appointment system, and you can either book your appointment online, call it in, or yeah, you could show up. And then you have a service. You guys call them service writers in the United States. We call them service advisors. They're the ones that check the customer in, and they write up the check-in report. Hold on. They write up the check-in report, or like they write up the services on the computer, and then they send the customer on their way. Key goes in to the shop for locate, and whenever you're done a job, you locate to the next job, and then everything's computer-based. So you have an RO number on each individual key. You search your RO number. It brings up all of your lines, tells you what you need to do on the car. It's kind of what it is. Maybe you guys call it a service ticket in plumbing. I'm not sure, but customer comes in, service advisor writes them up, gets all of their whatever they're in for, and then it goes into the shop, and then we see all of that. Now, me as a foreman, I have to always deal with the customer, so a lot of the times I'm dealing one-on-one with the customers, because the service advisors, I'm not even gonna lie, and I apologize, Mr. Assey, if you're in the chat, they just have an issue gathering all the information from the fucking customer. I don't understand, right? Check and report on noise from front. Well, what the fuck does that even mean? And Rougeau can chime in on this one. There's so many things in the front of the fucking car. You gotta elaborate on that. Check and report noise from front. Yeah, the noise is coming from the fucking engine that's running. Like, you know what I mean? That kind of shit. They don't know how to ask questions. It can get frustrating at times. So a lot of the times, yeah, we do find ourselves having to go back to the customer and ask. At the private shop that I came from, I was there like 8-9 years ago. I had to deal with the customers, order parts, talk on the phone, that kind of stuff. So shop that take my truck to work, the shop that take my truck to get worked on lost their certification to work on 4 vehicles. I'm not really sure why. That might be a state thing. We can work on any make, any model. There's 3 different licenses here in Ontario. You have a motorcycle license. There's a trade license number for that. I don't know what it is. Automotive uses 310. Automotive or truck. But then there's an S beside it. So automotive techs with light duty passenger vehicles and light duty trucks hold the 310S, and then you have your mechanics, your truck mechanics, your diesel mechanics that have a 310T for truck and bus. So we can only work on light duty and truck, and I believe we can also sign safeties for motorcycles as well, but I think there's a special motorcycle license. Not entirely sure. So we can't work on everything. But we can work on any brand, and we don't shy away from anything. We'll take a fucking Mercedes. Right? They just look at us like, you used to work on Benz, we're gonna take Mercedes. Kinda sucks. But it is what it is. Are we at cruising out yet? Almost there. Almost there. There's the Gulf of America off to our left wing. Lamborghini. I've never worked on a Lamborghini. I know guys that do. I've worked on some exotics. Older stuff. We used to do at the private shop. I used to work on Jags and Astons. The odd Aston Martin, but we still worked on them. Those are specialty guys, like Lamborghini, Ferrari, special training. To be honest with you, I wouldn't touch them. Those engines have like 10, 15 drain plugs just for engine oil. If you don't know what you're doing, you'll fuck it up real fast. We're going to change up some stuff in here. We're doing the Caps 3, Waves Trans. We'll do the RNAV Yankee. We'll execute that. $33,725. I believe is going to be DC Center. So we're not going to tune to him, but we'll tune it in. And they are landing on runway 19 right now, so we will get... what is this? What's the ATIS say here? Arrivals expect rover visual runway 19. That's a typo, so river visual, we're expecting that. Beautiful. Good stuff. We're going to get a river visual on the live. It's going to be cool. Hopefully I don't fuck it up. Hopefully I don't fuck it up. So if you mess up bad enough and someone got hurt from a misplaced part, for example, who would get the lawsuit, the dealership or the mechanic? If it can go both ways, man. The dealership for sure will get sued. There's absolutely no question. One of the biggest fears is wheels coming off. When that wheel flies off a vehicle at 100 kilometers or 60 miles an hour, on impact, if that thing hits something, it probably weighs like 40,000 pounds. It'll kill you. And here, mechanics are responsible. It'll go back to the last mechanic. Like if somebody were to die or get severely hurt, yeah. We have the Ministry of Transportation, the MTO, will come knocking on your door. And if somebody dies, lawsuits can start at a couple $1,000,000 to the mechanic and the dealership. There's huge liability and responsibility when it comes to the work that we do. Anything and everything that we do, we're pretty much held accountable for, whether it's loosening, like not tightening a bolt, or misdiagnosing a car. Oh, buddy, the customers have no mercy, man. No mercy. And some dealerships too, they won't side with technicians. They'll be like, "Why the fuck did you not do your job?" You know what I mean? You get in trouble for that stuff. But yeah, if somebody gets hurt, it can be bad. I did have a wheel come loose. I didn't. I tightened the wheel, but so what happened was we were doing a tire swap on a Toyota Sienna. This was at the private shop, and the customer had aftermarket wheels, and one of the wheels, so the wheels were not hub centric. So what that means is you have your wheel hub, and your rim will sit over that hub perfectly. You can sit it on there. There's no up and down movement with that wheel. When a wheel is not hub centric, you put that wheel onto that hub, but it's loose. And to counteract that looseness, you need centering rings on the back of your wheels to make them hub centric. This customer didn't they didn't have a fourth centering ring, so 3 of the 4 wheels had them. One of them wasn't there, and what happened was when I went to tighten the wheels, I guess it didn't center properly, and I did some work on the car. Went on my road test, went down the street, and the wheel fell off. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. So now, like, I'm super paranoid. We have winter tire season up here. Winter tire season happens 2 months of the year, April and November. You could probably touch, 200, 250 cars in a month. And there's a lot of wheels, man. Multiply that by 4, that's 1,000 set of wheels you're tightening in 1 month. Anything can happen. And it's always a big thing in the back of my mind about tightening wheels and making sure that you're tight. Because I have that fear that somebody's going to get hurt. And I got my ass ripped from the old guy at the shop. He ripped my fucking ass. I was young. I was like 19. But no offense, like, fuck him too. It's still your job as the owner, as the licensed tech, I didn't have my license at the time, but it's your job to check my work, and you didn't check my fucking work. Fuck you. So same with like not tightening drain plug bolts when you're doing an oil change. I've seen people not do that in grenade motors. I haven't blown up a motor or a tran yet. I'm one of those. Rougeau in the chat was working with an apprentice, and we used to work together, by the way. And the apprentice did an oil change for him, and the car came back with a blown engine. The apprentice left a piece of plastic in the oil filter. And it worked its way up through the motor. It clogged an oil port in the head gasket, and that was it. Those things happen, and then the dealer has 2 options. Obviously, they'll keep you or fire you, and then they got to pay. They got to front the bill. They're not allowed to bill us. We can't, for faulty work, we are protected through the Employment Standard Act, where an employer can't deduct wages for faulty work. If they do, you sue them. How can you tell if someone brings in a stolen vehicle, or do you just not know? Stolen vehicles, so there's processes with everything. So we don't require like a driver's license or anything when you're checking in for service. If a vehicle is stolen, obviously the owner of the vehicle contacts their insurance company, and then it's reported as stolen, and it'll actually, like on Honda's side, if you steal a Honda, owner status under like we call it like our eBiz owner's inquiry part, where it has all the customer info, where they find like if they finance, lease, or own, the owner status will change to stolen. And then in certain cases, we'll need a driver's license that needs to match up to the owner of the vehicle before we can do certain things. I don't remember what we have to do for that, but there are, we don't really look for things like that. We don't really look for those kind of things. For the most part, customers are coming in with it's the same customers coming in for service. Also, too, if a car's stolen, I don't think anybody's going to come in for service to service a vehicle that they don't own. Throat's drying up. It's getting all, down in there. Captain Zepp, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Channel's looking good, man. See you with those subs. I see that one short that you got. Appreciate you coming in. Proud of you as well. Your channel's growing very nice. Some banger tracks. I'll be right back again. I'm gonna go grab another drink. Girlfriend's old Subaru got stolen from our driveway, and they found it in Colorado. When it got into a crash, the guy who drove it got like 8 years for it. Did he? I mean, yeah, some of the laws can be a little outrageous. I don't think, stealing a car, you'd get 8 years here in Canada, but most likely, whatever happened in the crash, probably he deserved those 8 years. Right? Cars get stolen like crazy, especially here in Ontario right now, in southern Ontario. people are robbing you in the grocery store, or, you know, they're robbing you at a red light. Sometimes I wish, you know, we can carry a gun and I'd fucking shoot the guy trying to, you know, steal my car. We got, like, almost no self-defense laws here. That's why in Florida, you guys got to stand your ground law. If you feel threatened, you can justify shooting them. That's crazy. It's crazy to think. I think once the stream's done, I'm gonna change my desk here. I know I don't really have like a camera view of like my yoke and stuff, but a lot of shit on my desk here. I gotta fix things up. Too many wires, man. Wires coming out of my Yahoo, man. Holy smoke. Some of the most stolen cars right now in Ontario, Honda CR-V. Honda CR-V is, I think, like number 2 on the list. Insurance rates are through the roof in a Honda CR-V just because it's something that they steal a lot. And the funny thing is, they send them to... They're going to Africa, man. They're stealing cars going to Africa with them. And then, even if you have a tracker in your car, catch this one. If you have a tracker in your car and you track your car to a train yard and the car is in, you can track to the exact train car that your car is in. There's nothing you can do about retrieving it. There's nothing you can do. Police can't go in there. Police can't go in, stop the train. It's in the hands of the either CN rail or CP rail, and it's up to them to decide whether or not they want to hold it back. And for the most case, they don't. They don't hold it back. Sorry, they don't chase after it. They let it go. It's fucked up. It's Canada, man. Canada's one fucked up country, I'll tell you that. We have shopkeepers' self-defense laws also here that allow jewelry store employees to conceal carry a pistol to defend their business. Rightfully deserved, man. Listen, if anybody's gonna come rob a business and you got a gun, just, you know, be sure that the person behind that counter should have the right to defend their property and their life. Should be able to defend your life. Our self-defense laws are getting a little bit easier now here in Canada. But basically, before somebody starts beating you up, you were legally not allowed to defend yourself. Couldn't hit back without a chance of getting in trouble. Now the laws are kind of being a little bit more open to the idea. If you have to defend yourself, you know, you can, but very, very tough to do that. Stupid, if you ask me. Somebody's gonna jump on me. You know what I mean? You know I'm gonna, you know, you're gonna get fucked up, right? I don't give a fuck what the laws are. My life is at risk. I'm gonna defend myself, you know? Canada to the finest. Canada to the finest. That being said, we don't have mass shootings here, which I am grateful for. I have 2 small kids, and the last thing I need to worry about is them going to school one day and not coming home. You know, we don't have those issues here. I don't think we're out of Florida yet. Let me see. Where am I on the map here? I lied. We're just outside of Florida. We're flying over top of Georgia now. Georgia's one of those states when you're driving through it. I mean, I've been through a lot of I've been through a lot of the United States. I feel like every couple miles there's fucking state troopers just parked up in the middle of the highway. In Georgia. I didn't notice it in any other state. I noticed going into Key West, once you got into the Keys, there was always state police parked on the side of that main highway that goes to Key West with nobody inside it. It was kind of like a bait car, you know? If you're speeding, you know, oh fuck, you see the state trooper, you kind of slow down, but Georgia, holy fuck, every fucking mile, every exit had a state trooper. And then in Florida, you know, I didn't see many coming into Florida. At the state line, there were tons. Miami, you'd see them next. What is that? Miami-Dade? But yeah, Georgia was the one state that I did the speed limit through. Top of descent should be coming up. Probably in an hour. Let me see here. 40 minutes. Good stuff, good stuff. Pop off cam for a bit. I'll still be here. I ain't going nowhere. Florida Highway Patrol does not fuck around either. They will actively chase motorcycles. A lot of local police won't because of the danger of doing so. That is true. That is true. I have seen some videos too of, I don't know, it was definitely in Florida of a police officer bragging about the fact that he loves chasing motorcycles. They don't do that shit here. Fun fact, speaking about police chases, my dad was a career criminal. Not proud to brag about that. But, I mean, I don't really know my dad, to be honest with you. He was never around. But when he was 30, I was 2. Him and his buddies, they robbed a series of gas stations up in Barrie, Ontario, just maybe an hour and a half north of Toronto. And on their third one, I guess the police got called. And they had a high-speed chase from Barrie all the way to Toronto. The car died at Black Creek and Eglinton, if you're familiar with the Toronto area. And I don't remember him talking about it, but I remember there was a time where he was doing some time in jail, and he had some binders at my mom's house, and I snooped through them, and he had two cutouts from a newspaper in his binders with the news story. It was ridiculous. In the article, it mentioned, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 cruisers were all smashed up. I think he did, like, 8 years for that. 10 years just for that one charge. Or, no, wait, it wasn't one charge. It was the high-speed chases with robbing of the gas stations. That was his thing. He was a robber. He didn't rob people. He didn't rob homes. But he robbed gas stations. That kind of stuff. But, never got caught for drinking and driving, never got busted with drugs. And then obviously, him being a tough guy, the cops, come to grab him, and he puts up a fight, takes out 3 cops with him. So they got to come in like 10s and 12s, and they beat the fuck out of him. And crazy guy. Crazy guy. It might not have ended well for him there in Florida. He would have probably not been here today if he did that here in Florida. Probably. Mind you, this was 30 years ago. Things were different back then, too. Cops nowadays will, even in Canada, will shoot you. Let alone anywhere else in the world. But he also told me some stories about when he was younger, like the cops would. He would do something stupid, and they would drag his ass down to Cherry Beach. Cherry Beach is a beach in the downtown Toronto area. And they'd beat his ass down there and take his clothes and throw him in the lake. That's happened to him a few times. But yeah, nowadays, if you try to fight the police, yeah, they'll fucking kill you. Back then, they never did. They would just beat your ass with those billy clubs or whatever you call those things, extendos. You also gotta be really fucked up to want to fight police. You ain't gonna win. There's no point. You're not gonna win. We had a Jacksonville police officer run over a guy on his bike who was trying to get away. He pinned the guy up against the guardrail on the side of the road with his car. That's fucking crazy. But hey, this is the shit you want to do. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You know? You went to act tough, expect the police to act just as tough back to you. Yeah. No, I don't agree with everything the police do. You know what I mean? A lot of untrained police officers out there. But, you know, big ups to them for doing their job. They got to put up with a lot of bullshit. They got to see a lot of bullshit, so... You know, all we got to do as people and citizens is just to be law-abiding. Fortunately, people just choose not to be. Now, nobody's perfect. You know, you might run the odd red light or stop sign or speed, but... For everything else, yeah, can't be stupid. Don't forget, ladies and gents, if you're just tuning in, smash down that thumbs up button. We already got 10 likes on the live stream. Let's see if we get that up to 15. Let's see if we can get that up to 15. Last live stream, I think we got up to 17 before the stream finished. If we could surpass 17, I don't know, maybe we'll do something fun. Been a little bit since we've done a giveaway. I'm thinking of maybe doing one on Friday. I haven't fully decided. I'm not going to promise anything, but you know, maybe do a nice giveaway on that live stream, that nice long haul. By the way, that flight over to, from Halifax to Anchorage is 7 hours, which means if the stream starts at, I'll probably start the stream at 9:30. This way we can depart by 10. I kind of have to be available for when the kids get home. So So if you call the police, will Toronto police show up to your house, or would it be a county sheriff? Nope, we do have, you know, I guess something similar to a county sheriff. A county, actually, no, we don't have county sheriffs. Toronto police is Toronto police, so this it's the municipality. There's regions that have, or there's regions that there is one police sitting in that region. I don't know if that would be a county, like a county sheriff, but we have OPP, which is the Ontario Provincial Police, and they're the ones that, you know, they're the same police all over Ontario, Northern Ontario, Southern Ontario. You'll have the OPP. Some of the smaller municipalities they will also frequent, because some of the smaller cities don't have their own municipality, police, and things like that. So, but Peel Region, for example, Peel Region is in Mississauga. Peel Region is also in Brampton. So Brampton and Mississauga share the same police. I believe in Florida there's many different counties. And then you guys have like your Florida State Police. That would be like your OPP. County sheriffs, I don't know, what would a county sheriff be? We have, I know we got just municipality police, like Toronto has its own police, and then it just goes to OPP. For Toronto. Miami will have, what? They'll have like, is it Miami-Dade County Police? And then you guys have your state troopers. You guys are driving, I think you're driving the green and, is it green and gold cars? The region that I live in is Halton. Halton has many different municipalities within its region. They're the ones that would come to my house. So that'd be like, what's Halton? I think Halton is, there's Halton Hills, maybe Georgetown, Milton, maybe Oakville. I can't remember if Oakville has their own. I have to make sure I still have autopilot enabled. I just knocked my yoke. County sheriff can arrest you anywhere in the county, not just the city of Jacksonville. Really? I'm pretty sure it's the same for different municipality police as well. I like, there's times where I've seen Toronto police outside of Toronto, probably executing something, a search warrant or something. I'm sure they can also, yeah. I remember seeing a TikTok of Toronto police, a Toronto police officer that has TikTok, stating, I can issue you a ticket anywhere in Ontario. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if that's actually what the law is, but that'd be kind of weird. Right. Okay, I was just gonna say we're in Washington airspace. Please contact me on 33725 fly. Please do not respond via private message use frequency. Sir, yes, sir. 33725, 33725.
Ali approach on 124.905.
2495, 6921, yeah.
DC Center, American 1733, flight level 370, direct rain.
American 1733, Washington Center, roger.
Washington Center. He emphasized the Washington. I meant to say that, but I fucked up.
JetBlue 9924, Quadrant Calda.
Calda, JetBlue 9924.
Now we're going to ride him all the way through until DCA.
Smoke 745, climb maintain, level 400.
And I find, too, that the ATC just speaks much clearer. I know the English is better than Europe, but they just speak much clearer. There's no mumbling, no stumbling. The mic sounds great.
Delta 1202, contact New York Center 125.32.
125.32, Delta 1202.
Top of descent should be coming up. 133 miles. Another 15 minutes. Beautiful.
Washington Center, Delta 490, flight level 350, 16 miles.
End of July, I'm heading to Vancouver, flying via Toronto and Porter. I have to say Porter Airlines is not as bad as I thought.
Center,
I flew them to Calgary last year. Yeah, Porter Airlines is...
Also, can Delta 490 step away?
I guess you would consider it low cost, but their experience and everything is from what I heard, really nice.
If you knew less than that, that'd be great.
It's really,
yeah, I'll be
really
there
nice.
in less than 15.
Alright, you can step away for like 10.
Alright, 10 minutes sounds good, thank you.
Washington Center, TDC, American 52, Vector 52, again, for correction, 11,000 passengers for level 1 energy.
American 5203, verify your final altitude is 16,000.
The approach instructed us for 190, we fly off 160, but we can take 190 for 160 either.
American 5203, climb maintain to level 200.
Maintain level 200, Center, UPS 326 heavy.
Alright, aircraft code calling me, say again.
UPS 326 heavy, requesting PDC out of Norfolk to Miami.
Roger, and expected clearance.
Roger that. Ready to copy that.
Probably going to get a nice little sunset arrival coming in. I didn't want to fly this approach in the nighttime. I haven't done it yet. We're told to fly the RNAV Yankee coming in for runway 19. I'm told this aircraft will fly it. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
UPS 326 standby. UPS 326 cleared from the Norfolk Airport to the Miami Airport. Radar vector
nice
Cuckoo, or correction, Kooky, that is filed. Climb maintain 10,000. Squawk 6505.
Cookies in its file, 1010,000, 6505, UBS 32630. What's my final altitude?
UPS UPS 326. Expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure as filed.
That's filed, 6505 in the box, 1010,000, 36010.
Washington Center, Marine 3078, flight level 100.
The ultimate step on.
American 3078.
I was expecting the Spirit Airlines level of quality, but it shocked me how well Porter Airlines was compared to Air Canada. Last time I flew Air Canada, my flight got delayed for no apparent reason. The Air Canada is trash, but every review that I've seen, I've never flown Porter, but every review that I've heard and seen on YouTube, it's like a really good airline to fly.
Good evening, Washington Center, Canadian Express 219 with you.
And I'm pretty sure they have on their
Gemini Air 219 Washington Center, Roger.
On their new E-Jets, I think they got like flight entertainment. I could be wrong.
Washington Center Delta 507. Did we miss a
Something
call?
that Rouge doesn't have.
Delta 507 negative.
Roger.
Southwest 1037 contacted Atlanta Center 132.97.
Alright, 3297, we'll see if we go on Delta 10, 21. Or 2170 now.
3297 for Southwest 1037.
Let me get the tunes off.
Wait, Delta 2170, that was not for us.
Bring myself back up here.
South 1037, contact Atlanta Center 132.97. Delta 2170, you can contact Atlanta Center 132.97 as well. Good day.
Alright, 32.97.
For round trip tickets on Air Canada. Damn! That's steep. That is steep. About 80 miles out. Let's go ahead and plug in some info. 141 plus 5 minimums. We're planning the, so right now the ATIS information hotel is current. Altimeter 2970. The winds are... Arrivals expect river visual. The winds are just changed up. 200 at 4. Beautiful. Minimums are going to be 780. Bad boys.
Brickyard 5703 Washington Center, climb maintain, level 330.
330, 6703.
And we'll go auto brake 3. And we'll plug in some other stuff here. Go to our cruising, sorry, our course here is going to be 187 on the final approach course.
Aircraft on to step away for 5 to 10 minutes. You can step away for 5.
Roger.
Why won't you let him step away for 10? I wish we had a good A220 for the sim, so I can do some Air Canada ops and JetBlue ops. It's coming soon. Synaptics or something like that. What's going on, Albus? Yeah, man, we're gonna get river visual too. So appreciate you, man. Never flown it on stream.
American 5203 to 7maintain 10,000.
Never flown it on stream. I've practiced, the river visual. I've never flown it on VATSIM, so I don't know what to really expect here. Hopefully I don't get yelled at. Top of descent coming up very soon. We're going to be descending via the CAPS 3 waves transition. We'll plan for the RNAV Yankee approach for runway 19. No, we won't end up in the river. Just gotta watch out for the restricted airspace. You don't want to fly over the White House and stuff. Capitol Hill, I think. Should be fun, nevertheless. Not sure if we got much aircraft coming in. I want to say no. A couple arrivals coming in. One aircraft departing, actually. Nobody else coming in. Try not to cause a national security crisis. Well, we might. Hopefully we don't get...
American 3078, climb maintain, follow 350.
Hopefully we don't get any
Level
visits
350, American 3078.
Smoke 1745, Lumiere Space, radar services, terminator frequency change approved.
Boy. You're a pro? Very cool,
Frequency
man.
change approved, Smoke 1745.
Should I expect anything? Kind of out of the ordinary? When should I set up for, I guess... Set up for final? Around what waypoint? On the visual. And also, so SimCFI was saying the 737 should fly
Washington Center.
the RNAV Yankee. Is it going to fly the RNAV Yankee correctly?
120.
Exit jet 1221 Washington Center, climb and maintain.
Now?
Flight level 410.
Gotcha.
Climb maintain 410. Exit jet 1221.
Exit 1221, climb maintain level 430. That'll be your final.
Climb maintain 430. That'll be my final. Exit jet 1221.
Washington Center, good evening. American 1446, 380.
American 1446 Washington Center, roger. Flare 2453, descend and maintain level 390.
390 for 2453.
Brickyard 5703.
Also, no snow out here? Is this part of, like, the United States not get snow?
We are 090 on the Duncan 1 for Brickyard 5703.
Brickyard 5703. Fly present heading for now. I'll have turn northbound for you about 3 minutes.
Wilco 5703.
Washington Center, good evening, Delta 2783 with you, flight level 370, 75 miles northwest of Fricky.
Aircraft calling, state call sign?
Delta 2783.
Can't find them, I guess.
Delta 507, contact New York Center 125.32.
125.32, Delta 507.
District of Columbia should get snow. They are farther north than Florida.
Delta 2783, Washington Center. Gotcha.
Gotcha. Looks like about 40, what was that, 40 miles? 40 miles from Tampa.
490 back.
Tower 490, roger. American 1733, descend and maintain, level 290.
Descend and maintain flight level 290, American 1733.
Request for the can and suspect for final for Alice 23.
Alright, let's go ahead, descend now.
American 5203, descend and maintain 4,000, expect visual approach, runway T3.
And making 4,000, expect visual for T3.
American 5203, clear direct to the airport, advising the evidence.
And information India is current 2968 in DCA. 296, oh fuck, pressure's low.
Brickyard 5203, clear direct JFK.
Clear direct JFK, Brickyard 5703.
Good, sending down to 29,000 feet.
American 2074, Washington Center, climb maintain level 230.
Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, not too busy coming into DCA. A lot more traffic flying over top of Washington rather than coming in. We got some aircrafts departing DCA. That's really about it. But, like always, man, around this time at night, on the East Coast, it's lit up. It's lit up. Well, we get snow every now and then, apparently. We got like 3 weeks ago. We got a lot like 3 weeks ago. Still on the ground now as well. Never thought that you guys got snow out here, to be honest with you. I thought out in, I mean, I guess a little bit further south. Maybe out in North Carolina, in Charlotte. I thought temperatures were roughly like 10, 15 degrees Celsius. I think you're more north, right? You're actually, I think you're in Washington. But there's still snow on the ground. I'm not seeing anything here. I'm wondering if maybe Rex accuracy is
Terminator frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. 6 at 1221. Next to the ATC. Have a good night.
Yeah, I figured that much.
Center Delta 2783, we're 15 miles from top of descent into Raleigh.
Delta 2783, descend via the
you're in
Alden
DC now?
4 arrival, Raleigh altimeter. 2985, closing up radar services, terminator frequency change approved.
Right, descend via Alden 4, 2985. Thanks.
Never been to DC.
Have a good night.
Washington Center.
Driven through Virginia, driven through North Carolina. Never got a chance to go through DC.
November 717 with you at 5,500 on a heading 257 VFR, leaving Raleigh approach.
Roger, frequency change approved, good day.
What's the frequency again for 717? American 5203, airport so.
Barry 5203, clear visual approach, runway 23, I'm closed, radar services, terminator frequency change approved.
Oh, he's closed?
Center Southwest 2844, with you climbing through 18,000 feet of descent.
Only we're going to get an ATC
Aircraft
coming in.
calling, correction status 2844, Washington Center is closed for radar services, terminator frequency change approved.
Alright, roger that, have a good night, Southwest 2844.
Perfect, approach 23, louder to the contact.
Brickyard 5703, contact New York Center on 12532.
12532, Brickyard 5703. See you. Center, are you closing? Center, Frontier Flight 555, 12,000, direct ADO. Center, are you closing?
Yes.
Have a good night. Frontier Flight 555, 12,000,
Yeah.
direct ADO. Frontier Flight 585, radar services, terminated frequency change approved, I'm closed.
Washington, I know you're close to airport 2453. Can you coordinate with Cleveland for the handoff or is it something?
Flare 2553, contact Cleveland Center on 119.87.
I guess we'll go to CTAF once we get closer. 19-1. I don't think he's going to fly us in.
You too. JetBlue 8833, Washington Center is closed, radar services, terminated frequency change approved.
Damn, bro, I wanted to get a little...
American 3078, Washington Center is closed,
ATC
radar
action
services,
coming
terminated frequency change approved. Status 4455, 4452, Washington
I guess
Center
we'll
is
go
closed, radar
down
services,
to
terminated frequency change approved.
9,000 feet.
4452, have a good night.
maybe not. We'll keep it at 29.
American 1357, cross Mugs at and maintain. Correction, across Hogs at and maintain. Level 190.
Hogs about level 190, American 1357.
Showing 31.
Radio on the speed at waves, we're going to be at 280.
Change approved. American 1733, descend via the CAPS 3 arrival. Washington is landing north. Contact them approximately 50 miles south of Washington VOR.
All right, we'll descend via the CAPS 3, and we'll contact them about 50 miles from the VOR, American 1733.
American 2074, Washington Center is closed. Contact New York Center 125.32 for further.
125.32, American 2074, okay.
Blue. American 2074, Washington, or correction, New York Center 12532.
So what does that mean? They're landing north, so they're coming in from the north?
32,
Is that what it is?
Washington, correction, contact New York Center 125.32.
We're going to go down to 9,000 feet here. And we'll plan for the river visual. Sounds like he's cutting off, so all good. And it looks like we're going to get a bit of a nighttime landing as well. Let me get some panel brightnesses up here.
Showing 793 Washington Center is closed. Rudder services terminated. Frequency change approved. Air 219 Washington Center is closed. Rudder services terminated. Frequency change approved. Delta 490 Washington Center is closed. Rudder services terminated. Frequency change approved. JetBlue 9924, contact New York Center 125.32.
2532, so long, JetBlue 9924.
American 1357, contact New York Center on 125.32.
12532, American 1357 call.
All right, we're descending via the CAPS 3. We're going to switch over to approach here. And we'll contact them about 50 miles out from the airport. And I think we're close to it. Give them a ring. Let's see what's going on. Approach, hello, American 1733. We're descending the CAPS 3, passing flight level 240.
American 1733, Potomac approach, expect the river visual runway 19 approach, Washington altimeter 2968.
Expect the river visual runway 19er approach, Washington altimeter 2968, American 1733. Good stuff. We good. We good. Hopefully we get some light coming in here too. Sun's going down fucking fast. It's going down fast. This might be some troubles. This might be some troubles. I might have to turn off the lights here in the webcam. But we're descending on the VNAV. We're looking good. We're going down to 9,000 feet. We got to be at Hoyas at 9,000 feet. Good shit, good shit. Sorry, I was reading some charts there. I was reading some stuff. I wasn't sure what frequencies I needed to be on, but we figured it all out. We figured it all out. Stand by. You know how we do. Landing in the nighttime, gotta turn the webcam lights off. You know what I'm saying? Can't see shit. Now, if I gotta... Let me just find out what gate we're going to. I think we're gonna go to the Charlie gates. That's where I think we're going, Charlie gates. Go down to 10,000 feet. Let me just fix that. Nothing to see. And we're going to go ahead and set our altimeters 2968 plugged in. Beauties. Look at that horizon. Or, I don't, yeah. Would you call that a horizon? I think that's called the horizon. Look at the colors with that. If I'm not mistaken, that is all Rex Atmos. So what happened to the Beyond? I think you, did you switch? I haven't purchased Say Intentions. I'm going to, though. For when we don't fly on the network. I'm gonna make the switch.
Central Aircraft Tunnel clear, right back.
I think he said attention all aircraft. I'll be right back. We're going to maintain 280 up to about flips. Flying Korean Air cargo from Halifax? No, I believe it's Atlas. I think it's Atlas Air. 777 freighter. They operate their 777 freighter to Canada. I think they go from Anchorage. I think it goes to Korea or maybe China from there. Start winding the speed back, 250. don't know why it shows a lot of fuel. Oh, wait, that's in pounds. Okay. I'm looking at it. I usually fly in kg. But that's pounds. What would that have in Halifax that China would need? I'm not sure. No idea. But I'm pretty sure it's not just... That's not their direct route. I'm pretty sure they're flying somewhere in Asia. Halifax, Anchorage, and I'm pretty sure Anchorage into one of the countries out there. Atlas doesn't even have many 777s. They have mainly 747s. So the fact that they even fly one into Canada, I find that very strange.
Atomic approach, JetBlue 1455.
Saw Air Canada Cargo converted some American Airlines old retired 767 300 years into cargo planes. I don't know where they purchased them from. I thought Air Canada...
Was that JetBlue 1455?
I thought Air Canada converted their cargo
and JetBlue 1455, you're going to want to talk to 119.7 first.
From their passenger fleet.
Okay, over to 119.7.
But they're bringing them back to passenger fleet as well. I think they're going to be operating service probably to the Caribbean. Continue our descent down to 6,000. We got some restrictions. The aircraft will fly them. Is Air Canada struggling to meet those passenger numbers or something? Probably. Not a lot of people are flying Air Canada, man. Their service is just fucking dog shit. Airport's directly in front of us. Somewhere out there. I think it's like over here. Their A320s and A321s are old. The some are like 20 plus years. Yep. Yep. I think they purchased some 787-10s. They haven't really done any big purchases. They're not fond of, I guess, buying new aircraft. They just use what they have and just continue to fix them up. Screens are getting brighter and brighter. Holy. Get it down to 6,000. Start winding that speed back. We'll go 210 on the speed. I flew in one of those of their older A320 on the IFE, and the IFE screen loader screen looked like it came out of the early 2000s. I wouldn't doubt that one bit. I wouldn't doubt that one bit. I think there's DCA right in front of us, blinking away. I believe Microsoft had a Washington update, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Potomac approach is leaving Washington 1176 radio check.
Oceanic 1126, Potomac,
that
a little
scared me.
quiet. Go ahead.
Good information, India, ready to copy IFR to Atlanta.
The Oceanic Airways 1126, you should have a PDC. It will show up in your pilot signs a direct message from ACARS. If you do not have that and need a voice clearance, let me know.
Roger, sir. Yes, I already received the PDC.
Sorry, what was that? Oceanic Airways 1126. Sorry, as I said, little quiet. What was that, say again?
I already received the PDC. Thank you. I will contact for text.
Thank you. American 1733 to center maintain 2,500.
Center maintain 2,500, American 1733. We're going. Get those speed brakes out. So at Derek, according to the river visual, you got to be at max 180 on the speed. So we're going to get vectored around, and then most likely we'll have to sort of configure for final. First time flying in here on VATSIM too. And we're just going to go heading mode. Okay, aircraft doing some weird things there. Didn't fly its heading. The night lighting in Flight Sim 24 looks much better, absolutely. 100%. 100%. It was 2,500. Make sure we're still on our frequency. Sometimes we get switched over. We're waiting to be vectored over.
American 1733, turn right heading 040.
Right heading 040, American 1733.
American 1735, turn right heading 150, and the rollout, the river, will be 12 o'clock, and about 8 miles, report the river in sight.
I'm sorry, is that for American 1733? Is that for American 1733?
American 1733, affirmative.
Can you give us that heading one more time for American 1733?
American 1733, turn right heading 150, and the rollout the river will be 12 to 11 o'clock and about 8 miles, report the river in sight.
Okay, right turn 150, and we'll go ahead and report the river when in sight, American 1733. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be able to see the river, but I guess we'll just go direct Derek.
Atomic approach, JetBlue 1455, flight level, 10,000 feet with speed restriction over 250.
And we're going to go ahead, flaps 1. Speed 190 or 180.
JetBlue 1455, atomic approach for visual runway 19.
Clear for the visual runway 19, JetBlue 1455.
And approach, we got the river in sight for American 1733.
American 1733, cleared river visual, runway 19 approach.
Clear the river visual, 19er approach, American 1733.
Approach Delta 2 and 2.
Let's go ahead, flaps 5.
10,000.
Delta 212, atomic approach, expect river visual, runway 19 approach.
Delta 212, enable river visual due to our lack of visuals. Request an alternate approach, maybe LNAV Zulu.
Would you like the
and ground
LDA
spoilers.
Zulu? Okay, yeah, you can click the
Arms.
LDA Zulu.
LDA Zulu, that's what I meant. Sorry, thank you.
Coming in the dark. I don't know how well this is going to go. I'm going to be fucking completely honest with you. I think I see the river here. So we're clear of the visual approach. We got to be max 180 at Derrick. We're about 2.5 miles out. We'll go ahead, lower the gear. See if it flies this approach too. Get down to about 1,000 feet. Go 170 on the speed. I know, 2,500 feet. We got to be above 2,700. What are we gonna do? And fuck it, I'm gonna start configuring. Flaps 10. Flaps 15. The problem was, he gave me a call sign, American 1735, told me to turn the heading, so I had to make sure. I kind of turned a little bit late, it's a little bit on me. I had to make sure that he was calling me and not somebody else.
American 1733, wind calm, runway 19, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 19 or American 1733.
JetBlue 1455, descend and maintain 5,000.
And there we go. Let's confirm.
1455.
Delta
We are
212, descend
145
and
on
maintain 6,000.
on the speed.
I'm down to 6,000, Delta 212.
Flaps 25. And flaps 30. And enjoy the arrival. I don't know what's going to happen.
Oceanic 1126, runway 19, taxi VH Kilo Juliet, cross runway 15.
Taxi via Kilo Juliet, and cross.
Minimums are 780. I could probably, yeah, I'll keep the altitude at 1,000. Let's see what this aircraft does here on this approach. I'm not overly confident it's going to fly the approach correctly. So, that being said, my aircraft, my throttles. We'll just fly it. Alright, gear down 3 green.
Atomic approach,
Flaps are indicated, ground spoilers are armed.
0.
We're looking good. We are clear to land. Hug the corners of the turns, that's my advice. Yeah, at the bridge here, right?
Atomic approach, good evening, Southwest 1751, information India,
Descending through 210 via the Freedom 5 arrival.
American Aircraft Delta 1751 Potomac, Washington altimeter 2968, river visual runway 19.
I don't want to get too low here.
River visual 19er, South of 1751.
American 4800 Potomac approach, Washington altimeter 2968, river visual runway 19.
I think we're 3 whites, 1 red on the
river
paps.
visual runway 19er, and information India, and we were, before we contacted you, we were descending via the arrival. Is it okay if we continue doing that?
Yeah, American 4800 continue to descend via the Clipper, correction, Cat 3 arrival, landing south.
And I think I want to start turning.
Roger, we're continuing descending via the Cat 3 arrival, landing south for American 4800. Thanks.
This is fucked up. I've never done this in the nighttime. But we're looking good.
Good afternoon, Atomic Approach, American 3590, currently at flight level 290, maintain Mach 2790, and we're currently 40 miles away from Wade.
American 3590 Potomac approach, descend via Cat 3, landing south, Washington altimeter 2968. Expect the river visual runway 19 approach.
20. Expect the river visual 19er via Cat 3, American.
A little dark, I'm not gonna lie. Reverse coming out.
JetBlue 1455,
oh, we're getting floaty.
descend and maintain
center line.
3000.
Oh my god.
Maintain 3000, JetBlue 1455.
Oceanic Airways 1126, runway 19, line up
Sorry,
and wait.
man. It wasn't perfect. 70 knots, reverser stowed.
Can we
Auto brake
request
coming off.
5 minutes for departure, Oceanic 1126?
Bring you guys back up top. A little dark, man. I'll be honest with you. Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
American 1733, welcome to Washington, right turn 1 taxi via Juliet, Kilo 2 Kilo, cross runway 4 to parking.
Taxi Juliet Kilo, cross runway 4 for American, cross runway 4 to parking for American 1733. All right, we're vacated. Flaps coming up. So fucking dark. Not gonna lie. Let's get those guys on so I can see. The approach looked good. We'll keep these guys on. The approach looked decent. The landing could have been better. I was supposed to turn on to Juliet. I kind of fucked that up.
Oceanic 1127.
Oceanic 1127, Potomac, go ahead.
Hello, ready to push back in 1127.
Oceanic Airways 1127, squawk 3625.
And I don't know what taxiway this is. I think this is Charlie.
Advise, ready for taxi.
Roger, squawk 3-2.
And let's make this turn here. And I didn't follow the taxi instructions. I'm not even gonna fucking lie here. APU coming on. And we're gonna look for, I think we're looking for the Charlie gates. We'll go Charlie 30. So he gave us Juliet to Kilo. Kilo to parking, but I botched all of that. I'll have to go back and look at that landing. Got really, didn't get floaty, but the nose just came up there. Wasn't anticipating landing in the nighttime too. Some static aircraft here. When I was practicing my landings coming in here, and I didn't know the scenery had static aircraft that move. You'll see aircraft pushing back. It's fucking weird. Did Derzicki Designs, did they update this scenery or something? Like, you could see this aircraft's got some lights flashing, and yeah, I don't know what terminal it was, but there was an aircraft pushing back. These are all static aircraft, by the way. That should be on for night ops coming up here. Oh yeah, I was confused when I flew out of there with the scenery. What's going on, Playboy Eden? It was pushing back and pulled back in. Yeah. I think it's... I don't even know where, but... one of these terminals, I was practicing on FSI panel. I'm like, am I on fucking VATSIM? So I think this is where American parks. I don't know why there's a United there. They probably parked there too. Get these guys turned off. These guys turned off. I didn't have my taxi lights on. Not that you can see anyway. It's been like that for a while. Never knew that, to be honest. Not an airport I regularly fly into. Try to butter this park job here. Park that nose in between all of these things around the aircraft. Parker break going on there. Beautiful. APU gens. Let's get them on. APU bleed can come on. Kill those guys. Kill that guy. That guy. What else do we got to do here? I don't know the proper shutdown procedure. Probably something I should start looking into for some of my flights. Get those guys off. And request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
Beautiful. There we have it. Was not anticipating a night landing into DCA. I'm being completely honest with you. But hey, we made it happen, ladies and gents. We killed that shit. We killed that shit. Give me 1 second. I turned the lighting off just because I can't see anything when flying in the nighttime with the webcam lights on. So I'll bring myself back up here. It's going to end the live stream, ladies and gents. Appreciate you guys coming out. Great night of flying, man. Flying from Tampa over to DCA. Looking good, looking good. We're practicing our stuff, you know what I mean? We're practicing our stuff, but we'll be back at it on Thursday. We're going to be flying Winnipeg to Ottawa, another 2-ish hour flight. That should be fun. It's Thursday nights in Toronto, so we'll get some ATC coverage. I don't know about getting ATC down in Ottawa, but yeah, it does. This doesn't look all that great. I don't know when they've updated this airport last, but this is their Ziki design. But anyways, we'll be back at it on Thursday, probably around the same time, 7:30. And yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Owls, Mr. Sam Guilford, Playboy Aiden, Talal, appreciate everybody. If I missed you guys, I do apologize. Appreciate all the members on the channel. Thank you. Anybody that just subscribed to the channel, thank you. I'll catch y'all in the next live stream. Enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.